Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Avinash, and in this video I'm going to explain you a new AWS introduced feature. With code pipeline we can directly deploy our application or code into EC2 instances. Okay, so for that first we should have an EC2 instance and make sure this EC2 instance has a role attached with a SSM service. So basically in background whatever pipeline we are going to create, so SSM will be used to send the files into that EC2 instance. So for that just navigate to security, modify IAM role, and you can attach an IAM role. So here I have added an administrator role to this EC2 instance. So now go to code pipeline. And firstly, if you or so, as you aware, AWS already stopped supporting this code commit, right? So for new customers, this code commit is no longer available. We cannot create any repository. So we obviously that's forcing a lot of customers to go to this GitHub. So if you want to integrate this GitHub with your AWS environment, you have to create a connection. So for that, just go to connections and click on create connection. So it's going to be GitHub. So what connection name you want to give? Git test, then connect to GitHub. So yeah, if you already logged into your GitHub account, so you can see that here. And whenever you're doing for the first time, you have to install a new application. Click on install a new app. So then you have to log in. So if you then you can do this basic configuration AWS connector for GitHub, give permission on all repositories, or you can even filter with specific repositories as well, then save it. So once this application is ready, so then we can use the same app here, right? So if you want to create this pipeline that can deploy directly to the EC2 instance, go to pipelines, under pipelines, create a pipeline. So we are going to use custom build pipeline, click on next. So pipeline name, so what I'm going to do, I have an EC2 instance, I'm going to make it as a web server by installing HTTPD. By installing Apache, I'm going to make it as a web server. So then I want to configure automatic delivery to this EC2 instance. So let me install install HTTPD. Then start the service. Right. So it got installed, and currently I don't have any files in this location. Right. Okay. The output also, if you want to test the output, you grab the instance public IP address. Okay, you see here it's working. So now go to pipeline, give a pipeline name Apache CI/CD and execution mode queued. So whatever the service role, so basically it is going to create a service role. And if you want to use with EC2 instance, right, we have to add these permissions. We have to add these permissions manually to the service role we are going to create. So I'm going with new service role, then click on next. Now where is your code? My source provider is GitHub, via GitHub app. So I already created an app. I'm selecting that Git, and it is going to list all the repositories. So I'm going to use this test repository for this. So I selected test repository, and it's going to be main branch. So then click on next. So you want to prepare any build, it's purely optional. If you want to give any build commands, we can do that. Skip and build stage. test also, if you want to integrate with any testing tools like inspector UI and all, you can add that, and I'm going to skip it. Now where you want to deploy. So I want to deploy to an EC2 instance. Select EC2, and here in which region, what is a instant type? Is it a EC2 you want to create or an SSM manager node? If you select SSM manager node, systems manager node, we have to give the key and value. So we can use name or any other tag. So I'm going to use name. Okay, then I'm giving value as a git sessions. So where you want to do this deployment? I want to deploy to where? www html. So do you have any script that can execute after the deployment? If you have any, you can give that here. So this is a very simple script. Okay, basically I have given just echo hello world. So we can give the script here. So then you can even configure at a time how many need to execute, that advanced options also you can configure. Now next, and create a pipeline as I mentioned. So basically this pipeline, obviously it may fail because of the IAM permissions we mentioned. So let me go to IAM screen and go to policies, sorry, roles, Apache CI/CD role, and here we can add permissions, this SSM, or if you really want you can even add SSM full access, then add permissions. So now pipeline trigger started and its deployment failed. So even if you observe the details, it's giving permission. Okay, there is no permission to use SSM for this pipeline. So now it's failed. I'm not going to do anything manually. I will create a file and I'll do the commit here. Right. So you can use browser or you can use terminal, like command prompt from your local laptop. Then you can push it. Anything is fine. So I'm going to call this as from GitHub. Edit this from GitHub with CI/CD pipeline. Then commit the change. So obviously this commit will detected by the pipeline and it should start an execution. So last execution 1 minute ago, it should start now. You can see here it's in progress, and output currently it works, is delivering as output. So once this deployment completed, we should get the new output here. You can verify the details also here. All right, you can see here deploy event succeeded on this instance. Now whatever the script we have given, right, script sh. So after deployment we asked to run the script, so it's actually executing that script. So the pipeline should be green. All right, so the deployment is now completed, and go here, give a refresh. You can see here it's actually working. So you can do modification, you can do commit, so automatically this pipeline will trigger and it is going to deploy to EC2 instance. So whatever the instances tagged, so we filter the resources by using tag, right? Whatever instance have this git-sessions tag, those all instances will be deployed with this option. All right, that's it for this video guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. See you again in next video.